Gillette Fat Boy TTO, Twist to Open. I've had this one a while. I've shaved with it on a couple different settings. You know, it's a little grungy, it needs cleaned up, but it still shaves. Stick around to the end. I got a bunch of winners that I'm just gonna be putting up their names at the end of the video. But in my case, I've never got a good shave with it. Now that I'm a little more experienced, I'm gonna go back and see if I can't get this razor to work in a good shave. So I'm gonna be going in with Ariana and Evans, this Chasing the Dragon, right? This is the Ultima formula. And I'm gonna be going in with a Timeless Synthetic G5C knot, one of my favorite knots. And again, just going down in here and just grabbing some of this. Don't wanna get that all over my microphones. So I just jumped out of the shower. I stress this so much. If you're trying to get a BBS shave or a perfect shave, don't skip that shower. I mean, I answer so many of my comments, which I do answer every comment, at least your first one. And you know, when people respond to it, they're not doing the preparation. You gotta do the preparation. I mean, you do. Now, even when I do head shaves, I don't take a shower before I do that, but I wash my face with this brush, right? And then I rinse it off, and then I go back in and apply more shaving soap to my face. And people are like, wow, that's what you do? Yeah, because you want to get all those oils, dead skin off your face so that razor can just slide and slice right through there. I'm going to be going in with a Persona Platinum today. The Platinums have the writing on them and they say Platinum Chrome. So I'm just going to set that down here. To load these, you just twist it clockwise, it pops up, set that in. I already have it on setting 1. So I'm just gonna close it till it locks. Now, if you wanted to change that, after you lock it down, you can spin it from 1 to 7, all right? But I've never got a good shave with it, so I'm gonna go with setting 1. I've tried 7, 5, 4, nothing. I'm gonna go in with a blade that I like and see if this razor, I can actually get a good shave with. Now, from what I've been hearing from other people, especially people that I respect in this community, that the Gillette Slim is probably the smoothest shaving razor that you can get from Gillette if you're looking for it vintage. That sat on my face for a little bit. I'm gonna go in now on setting 1 with the Gillette Fat Boy. Can't wait to do this. First pass. A lot of blade feel. And I think that's why people tell me the Gillette Slim is actually a better razor, because it doesn't have as much blade feel, and they know I don't like blade feel. Maybe that's it. Yeah, but I might be able to get a good shave with it on 1. It's having no problem removing that growth. Wow, that's pretty good. Okay. All right, left a little bit, but I'm doing a 2-pass shave like always. Ooh, a little aggressive right there. Okay. Okay. Not bad. details. You see it wanted to grab right there? Interesting. Yep, like that. All right, let's give this a rinse. I'm going for the second pass here. That actually wasn't bad. The only time I felt like a bit was right here. But again, applying no pressure and pretty much, you know, letting the razor do all the work. Because I got to say that thing weighs at least 100 grams or right around there. But for it being, I think mine's an F2 1962, if I can recall. I could be wrong, but I'll put that up. No significance of 1962, but, you know, whatever. All right. So just going back in. Now, I don't spend a ton of time, you know, lathering back up. I think everyone pretty much does the same thing like I do. Because using a good quality soap like Ariana and Evans, you're going to get, I mean, extremely slick. I do have a Legacy that just came in by them, and I'll be shooting a video on that probably the next week or two. This smells wonderful. But I cheat because all this is going down the drain anyway, so I always just take that, put it on my face, just to give me a little more cushion, and I'm more concerned, you know, with my lower neck. I'm not concerned, you know, on my cheeks that much. My cheeks can take a lot more than my, you know, lower neck where I'm actually sensitive. So I'm going to keep it on one, and we're going to go, you know, across the grain now. I do a variation. I go across the grain on my cheeks, against the grain on my neck. So my hair grows from my chin to my ears. So I go against the grain on that, and then from my Adam's apple down, it grows up. So I go down. I call it a 2-pass variation shave that one of the members of the channel gave me this tip years ago, and it just works fantastic. So let's just go in for it here. I mean, so far so good. I don't feel any stinging yet. I would love to get a good shave with this. One time would be great. It's still crunchy. Okay, all right. Now I'm just going to go into my pre-shave routine, which, you know, I switched to cold water, and I shave in lukewarm water. Don't think you got to shave in scalding hot water. I think it doesn't work out well for me. Cold water doesn't work for me either. Some guys can get away with that. I mean, I guess if I had to, I would. I mean, I just use lukewarm water. All right, so it takes a little bit of time to get that Ariana and Evans off your face because it's so freaking good. So now I'm just going to go in with my alum block here. Alum blocks are great. And I had a few comments, people that are buying them now. You know, if it stings a little bit, that means you got a little too aggressive in that area. Maybe your technique was a little bit off, right? Where if you get a little bit of a sting, that means to me, my technique's off. I press too hard in that area. So you can focus more attention. Like me, it's right through here on my jawline underneath it, and then down here on my lower neck. If I get any irritation, that's where it is. Now, I do have slight tingle down here, but I have to say, after shaving with all those cartridge razors for the last couple of videos, I've acquired quite a few ingrown hairs. I mean, I can honestly say that. I've popped 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I popped 5, so, and one right here. So I've had a lot of, irritation on my face the last few weeks. So the alum you want to rinse off, then just take your towel, pat it dry. A good shave. And then go in with the ultimate #1 recommended Thayer's facial toner. I don't care what scent you get. Mine's just the original. But this stuff is dirt cheap. And even if you don't use a safety razor, this stuff right here is awesome. If you're a bald guy, definitely get it. If you have sunspots or, any type of irritation on your head, it's just a well-hydrating toner. It's not an aftershave. So, I mean, it goes on super, super, super wet. I wipe it on my arms, my hands, what have you. Now I'm going to go in with Ariana and Evans Chasing the Dragon aftershave. This stuff has a great scent to it. Yeah, it's not... I like it. I mean, it's pretty good. So put that on. I'll even put it up top. I don't care. It's an aftershave. It doesn't sting, so I absolutely love it. First time ever I got a great shave out of this Gillette Fat Boy. It's my first good shave. I do have a lot of other adjustable razors that I'm going to be going back through because there's some that I just couldn't get a good shave with. Finally got one with this. The greatest thing about this is it's been used since 1962, at least this one. And to go back and use it, I mean, mine's grungy. You can see it's not the best quality, but I still got a good shave with it. I was always shaving on the higher settings of it, and it does go to 9, 1 to 9. I can't do that. It has too much blade feel for me, and I just can't get away with it. But I gotta say, I do recommend it. I always have, just because it's loved by so many. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next Sunday at 11 a.m. Because that's my most sensitive area. Shit. Hello.
Hey, did you get my text?
Yeah, I'm right in the middle of a shave. Can I finish this real quick?
Yep. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, love you, bye. So, now that this is sat on my face for a couple of minutes, I'm going to go back.